We first met our Someone to Know last year at a local Rotary gathering when he told his story of surviving the Holocaust.
Yeah, it's a pretty amazing story. Recently, he and his wife invited us into their Sparks home where they've lived for more than 50 years to share more personal details of his life. Meet Mitka Kalinski.
I don't want to be sad. I want to be happy. I want to live happy life.
He chooses joy, despite enduring inhumane atrocities during the Holocaust.
Bad things impossible for you to forget.
Almost 80 years later, Mitka Kalinski still smiles easily and gets a twinkle in his bright blue eyes before joking around with his wife.
Boy, Adrienne, you shrunk. You know that?
The couple has been married 66 years.
Jeez, you're going down instead of this way.
But it wasn't until 28 years of marriage that Mitka shared his secret with Adrienne. Kalinski's ordeal started when he was about 6 and living with other orphaned Jewish children in the Soviet Ukraine.
They put me in a boarding school in 1939, Bila Cerkva.
The town of Bila Cerkva, near Kiev, was attacked by the Nazis in 1941.
The Germans went in that boarding school where I ran away from. They murdered all the children. They murdered, and I ran away from them.
Mitka was eventually caught, escaped death again at a concentration camp, then ended up a slave on the farm of a Nazi officer. He was about 7 years old.
Tie racks around the shoes, stop at cow droppings to keep your feet warm in the winter.
Mitka was never taught to read and write, something that still hurts him to this day. But he knows the name of the man that held him captive for 7 years.
Gustav Dürr. That's a D, 0, 2, umlaut, double R.
Mitka was eventually freed, came to the U.S. as a teenager, and learned English by watching movies.
Three Stooges, Laurel and Hardy, and Abbott Costello, all the comedians.
Over the past 50 years, Mitka and Adrienne quietly raised a family in Sparks and filled their home with albums, photos, and happy memories.
That was good years for us, you know.
He is so wonderful, and there's so much more to Mitka's story. Soon there will be a book about his life ready for print. Until then, there's a wonderful website called the Mitka Project, where you can stay up to date and get more information. And the link is available with the online version of this story. With Someone to Know, Andi Guevara for 2 News.
Oh my goodness.
What
His
an
smile.
amazing person. Yeah.
And his laugh is so contagious.
And his humor, right when he said that he learned English from watching the comedians, we looked at each other and said, that's why he's so funny.
I love it. Oh, what a story. I'm glad there will be a book.
Yeah, that's the kind of book that, you know, everyone should pick up and read, because those stories, you know, there's not many left of those.
Think about what 7-year-olds are doing now. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Just have an appreciation for what he went through, and hopefully history never repeats itself.
Definitely.